One of the most fucked in the ass Nintendo mascots is none other than one of their absolute greatest. Who am I speaking about? Yoshi. When Yoshi was introduced into the Super Mario series, it was one of the absolute greatest additions that series has ever seen, period. Although lately, things have changed, and not for the better. Things have changed for the absolute worst. What is it that made Yoshi so kick-ass? It's two things. The shell system, and the fact that he could travel with you. Now hold that thought. Now there are two games in particular from where I really actually drew this conclusion about Yoshi. And those games are the New Super Mario Bros. Game for the Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. And basically when I first started playing, New Super Mario Bros., I was absolutely stoked, because Yoshi and Mario both went back to 2D, it was on a home console and on the big screen and shit. I thought it was fucking awesome. And, eventually I encountered Yoshi in the game and I was stoked as fuck. I was like, dude, yes, fuck yeah, Yoshi, okay, cool. Like, I'm gonna fucking kick ass right now. And so that's exactly what I did. I just went and kicked a bunch of fucking ass. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the stage, I discover that Yoshi decides, you know what? Fuck you, bro. And just fucking waves goodbye to me. Just like, oh yeah, see ya, dude. Like, peace the fuck out. And I was just like, dude, no fucking way. Like, this has to be a fucking joke. Like, there's just, no. This isn't fucking happening. Like, this is a joke, right? Like, please somebody tell me that this is a fucking joke. Oh, it's so fucking funny, Nintendo. It is so fucking funny. No, it's not fucking funny. It's one of the stupidest fucking ideas I have ever fucking seen. Period. Like, who the fucking Nintendo decided, oh, hey guys, guess what? I have a brilliant fucking idea, okay? So check this out. So basically in the new Super Mario Bros. Games, how about this? Each time you get a fucking Yoshi, at the end of every single stage which you're able to get him, he waves goodbye. Huh? Yeah, it's pretty fucking crafty, wouldn't you say? Yeah, you like that? Oh yeah, you would have never seen that one coming. And you're goddamn fucking right, you wouldn't have seen that fucking coming because it's a stupid ass fucking idea that shouldn't fucking exist. Like, I could not fucking believe the first time I encountered a Yoshi and he waved goodbye to me and basically told me to go eat a dick because I was fucking insulted. I was like, no, this is fucking bullshit. Like, that did not just fucking happen. That took a while to actually digest as something that actually occurred because it just did not make any fucking sense. Who in their right fucking mind wants to go eat a goddamn dick? Because I know I sure as shit don't. But either way, it's fucking goddamned beyond stupid that was the decision that the people within Nintendo that developed that game came to. In other words, that was the best conclusion that they could draw with how to implement Yoshi being into those particular games. So obviously they fucked up when they made the new Super Mario Bros. Game for the Wii. But, I decided that, well, you know what, I want to give Nintendo another chance with the new Super Mario Bros. U game because the game itself wasn't actually a bad game. Like, Mario was still fucking cool and kick-ass and the level design was cool, but the Yoshi thing just really pissed me off. So I decided, alright, I'm going to try Mario Bros. U. Hopefully they'll fix the Yoshi situation, things will be better. Well, I'll tell you right now, things were not better. In fact, things were almost worse. Not only did the Yoshi basically go telling you to eat a dick part remain, but not only that, Nintendo actually reintroduced the baby Yoshis into the game itself. And I thought that was really fucking cool. I was just stoked as fuck when I saw the baby Yoshis for the first time again. I was just like, dude, no way. Like, fuck yeah, maybe they actually made a step in the right direction with this. But oh no, remember, we're dealing with the same, crafty minds that came up with the fucking, original Super Mario Bros. Game for the Wii, or the new Super Mario Bros. Games for the Wii. So would they ever decide, oh hey, let's fucking make a logical fucking decision here, when let's treat Yoshi the way he deserves to be treated? Oh no, see, that's not what they do. Those same dick-gobbling fucks decide, well, we've already taken a bunch of cool shit away from Yoshi, so guess what? We're gonna take a whole bunch of cool shit away from baby Yoshis too! Ha 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 ha! Bam! No, it's more like, hey Nintendo, remember that joke you told me earlier? Well, guess what? Bam, 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 ha 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 ha, oh ha ha, bam, 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 ha 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 ha, Nintendo, I'm laughing at your joke, or I'm laughing you all the way to your grave, whatever the fuck it is, bam, 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 I don't care whatever it is. All I care is that goddamned ideas like that get shot fucking down because they're so goddamned illogical and fucking stupid that they should cease to fucking exist. I don't understand why Nintendo would take an extremely brilliant concept that they had in Super Mario World where baby Yoshis could consume enemies and then grow, and throw that system out and replace it with something that's remarkably inferior. What I don't get about the new Super Mario Bros. U games is that the baby Yoshis in that game only appear in a couple of locations, and once you lose that Yoshi, you don't get another chance to get it. Basically, it's gone until you get a game over. So that obviously pissed me off. But on top of that, the abilities that those Yoshis have are just fucking stupid for the most part. You have the fucking, big ass, fucking balloon thing or whatever, That was just whatever. I don't even fucking know. But then we go from, that Yoshi to the glow-in-the-dark Yoshis, which, I can at least say that those Yoshis were, maybe, the easiest, weensiest, teeniest bit, kind of cool. But then, we are also given the option of the baby blue Yoshi, which its actual special ability is that it blows fucking bubbles. Are you fucking kidding me? My mind just immediately turns directions and just goes full speed down perverted highway, because the only thing I can think of whenever I see those goddamn things is, oh, Yoshis that blow a bubble, they might as well go blow a whole bunch of fucking dick, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what that fucking is. The only thing that I can say that's even slightly positive about the Yoshis in the new Super Mario Bros. U game is at least Nintendo took not a full step forward. They took their pinky toe, they kind of twisted it ever so slightly so that it just made this much of progression. And what that was is that at least Nintendo allowed the baby Yoshis to follow you. But it's still goddamn ridiculous that you only have one chance to fucking get that Yoshi, whereas in Super Mario World, for Super Nintendo, you could fucking find Yoshis in all different types of levels, and if you found the Star World, you could get some really badass Yoshis, and they were always fucking there. You didn't have to get a fucking game over to basically regain the ability to get your Yoshi back. Now remember when I asked you to hold that thought about the shell system? Because that system in Super Mario World is absolutely what made Yoshi one of the greatest additions to the Mario series, period. What was it that shells could do for Yoshi? If you got a red shell, you could breathe fire. If you got a blue shell, Yoshi could fly. If you got a green shell, you could spit at enemies. If you got a yellow shell, you could fucking stomp on the ground. Those concepts kicked a ton of fucking ass. Also, later in the game, if you were able to encounter the Star World, you could raise baby Yoshis that you actually could, turn into full-size Yoshis by by feeding them enough enemies. And those Yoshis kicked even more ass than the generic green one, because those Yoshis would always have whatever color they were's ability. So, for example, if you got a red Yoshi, you could breathe fire, and fly at the same fucking time. So in other words, you know, you get a blue shell and you're flying because the shell is blue, but once you want to, you know, spit the shell out, you'll breathe fire. Like, that was fucking amazing. Like, those concepts were absolutely brilliant, and they made a fucking ton of sense, and they added an exceptionally brilliant, you know, element to Mario that went in, like, absolutely every imaginable way, just perfectly with it. Like, it made it fucking, like, it just made it exceptional. I don't understand how you can go from having an extremely brilliant concept and then replacing it with something that's remarkably inferior. And the only thing I can think of that makes sense is this. We all know after the events of Mario RPG that Bowser and Mario solved their issues for a little while, so you kind of have to assume that if Mario and Bowser were cool, then Yoshi and Bowser must have been cool as well. And it was from that point on that Yoshi was never quite the same. In Super Mario 64, Yoshi was hardly there except for at the very end of the game. And in Super Mario Sunshine and in Super Mario Galaxy, Yoshi's a playable character, but not quite the same way. You know, he's a much different playable character. And the only thing that makes sense is that Bowser and Yoshi have to be collaborating. And here's how. One day, Bowser walked up to Yoshi and he was just like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" And Yoshi was just kind of like, "Well, what the fuck?" And Bowser was like, "No, man, like, check this out. Like, hear me out real quick. And, you know, I just want to let you know, like, you're my bro. Like, see, I got reptile skin. You got reptile skin. Like, I can breathe fire. You can breathe fire. Like, dude." And Yoshi's just like, "Holy fucking shit. Like, you're totally right." Wow. And pretty much from that point on, like, Bowser and Yoshi bond. And Bowser's able to convince Yoshi that, yes, in fact, they are bros. And so pretty much the reason why Yoshi, like, ditches Mario's ass at the end of every single stage is because he's secretly hitting at Bowser. He's just like, "Dude, man, I just got that fat-ass fucking plumber off my back. Dude, that shit worked me up a serious appetite." And Bowser's just like, "Oh yeah, I know it. I think I know what you want." And Yoshi's just like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling me some of that peaches and cream." And Bowser's just like, "Dude, you got it, man. Come on by." So Yoshi goes, "Well, where's the nearest warp zone?" Bowser goes, 5-3. Yoshi's like, "Yep, I'm on my way." Click. You know, meanwhile, Mario's just sitting there on world like 2-1 or something, minus Yoshi, just going like, "What the fuck? Like, why the fuck did that thing just ditch me?" And not too long after that, faintly in the distance, Mario hears, "Oh!" You know, meanwhile, like, Bowser and Yoshi are just running this, like, serious train on Peach, so they're just like, "Oh, boom, 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 boom. Oh, you like it, bitch? Boom, boom, you don't? Oh, well, too bad, you get to deal with it. Boom, boom, boom." You know, and Peach tries to call out to Mario. She's just like, "Mario," but she gets stuck on O. She's just like, "Oh," like some fucking broken record and shit. But to me, I don't see the logic in the games, so that's the only fucking thing that makes sense. On a more serious note, though, I think about the potential that that older system had versus the new one, and I think of things like this. You know, say that Nintendo had continued with that system, like, what other kinds of shit we could be doing with Yoshi? For example, you know, one of the things that I think would be most kick-ass is, say Nintendo decides to allow Yoshis to start consuming Magic Koopas, and then all of a sudden Yoshi spit out magic, or being able to farm Magi Yoshis, like, later in the game, so that you can, like, you know, basically, you know, be able to, like, spit magic and do something cool based on whatever fucking Koopa shell you were able to consume. Or, you know, say Nintendo throws in a Dry Bones Yoshi. Like, that is the kind of shit that I expect from Nintendo. Like, that's the kind of shit that I think would be really fucking cool. But instead, they decide, let's remove the fucking Koopa shell system. Let's remove the fact that big Yoshis can travel with you. And let's fucking remove the fact that you can fucking farm, you know, baby Yoshis. And, like, that just doesn't goddamn compute. Like, my brain just fucking just goes, like, it just doesn't fucking make any goddamn sense. Like, what the hell? Like, So tell me, YouTube, which system is superior? Do you like the system we have now for Yoshi? Or do you like the system we had in Super Mario World for Yoshi? If Nintendo went back to the shell-based system, should Nintendo introduce new shells? What type of ability would those shells give Yoshi? All of that is for you to decide. I'm Agent Beard, and I'm peacing the fuck out of here.